This is lesson 3, this is the Copyright Design and Patents Act 1988. Basically, a bit of an introduction to the Copyright Design and Patents Act 1988. It basically covers everything to do with copyright. Now, copyright's a big subject, even though the title does suggest the copyright designs and patents. It's all basically to do with copyright. It covers a whole lot. You wouldn't have the patents come under it and so design. Copyright basically means that if I was to make a song now and sell it, I myself selling it and giving permission to it, I'm distributing it myself. If I copyright it, that means that once I've sold it, if those people that buy my CD want to reproduce it and redistribute it, they're not allowed by law because I've got copyright. Copyright basically stops people from profiting out of someone else's profit. So I profit from my CD being sold, and my fans that buy the CDs, they then have to have permission off me, which would be never, because I'd be able to copyright. I wouldn't want to get someone else trying to sell my stuff. So they could not sell it without my permission. Now the exception to this obviously is shops. Now I can't sell the CD myself, so obviously shops like HMV, they'd be selling my Tesco, whatever, they'd be selling it with my permission obviously, because I asked them to sell it, or they requested me, can we buy your stock or your CD, can we sell it? Obviously they pay me and then they get the profit back when people buy it. So that's the way it works with copyright. Now, regards to designs and patents are everything's built, patents as in, if I get my TV, say look at this, there's my TV. That's got a patent on it. The same as this here, my laptop, screen or a PlayStation, all these here, all these books, they got designs and copyrights on them, and patents to be able to produce the book. That bag of food there has even got a patent on it. So the fact that you can produce it, same as that bag. This floor, the clothes I'm wearing, everything, my room, paint, everything in this room, everything we own is patented and copyrighted on the design. And there's a design that's copyrighted. So every part of life is all we can't distribute things without permission. We can sell things if we buy something directly from the person who said it in the first place. Like I said, if I was a guy who made some music, sell CD, if I was one of the shop sellers, I could go and buy music off me. And so I'd be the seller, there'd be a shop person, he'd come up to me, ask me to buy stuff, and then he can produce it. The customers that buy it from the shops, they can't redistribute anything for profit. If they want to go and put something across, say, on the internet, you get a lot of people who go onto websites like MP3, Bomb MP3, or I do it myself. But because it follows copyright, because you don't pay. You get something where you go on the website and say you have to pay to be a member, you have to download, you have to pay for a certain amount of downloads. That's sort of like going against the copyright. They get it under membership and all that, but it is still, in a sense, illegal because they're still paying for what they download. So whoever is at the top of the website company is profiting from the people. So by going onto websites like BMP3 and that, you are not paying for your music. It's being redistributed from whoever it was that uploads in the first place who bought the music. They're redistributing it for free, and that is legal because they're not profiting from it. The the same as actually it's not the same. I was going to say it'd be the same as a book, but a book no, because you're photocopying something and redoing it. It's okay if you photocopy for work or college or whatever. Say you've got a seminar or something, you can copy some workings out of a book. That would be the same, okay, because it's not been scripted. But if you're getting a book and you're just giving handouts to everyone, it's obviously not, you're not allowed to reproduce it. But like I say, it's a bit of controversial because there's certain parts of copyright designs and patents that you can reproduce, like music. Everyone does it. You guarantee every household has gone, oh, they got some music copying now, or they got someone who's got given. Even if there's someone, for instance, you go to your friends, you got to listen to your music on your phone. So, oh yeah, I like that song. Yeah, send it to me. You get your Bluetooth, you send it. You're not profiting, you're not paying for it. It's free. Person, like the guy who got it free, or they paid for it on a CD or whatever they bought. I've got like in that. But you're not paying for it, so it's free, so you're lawfully and legally redistributing it because you're not paying for it. You're not profiting. No one's profiting because the people have already profited when the song was originally bought. So it doesn't matter if, say, I go and buy the CD now, shop owner buys it, people buy it off the shop owner, they stock, that's it. One of these people, say, 20 years down the line, 20 years down the line, decides, yeah, I'm going to start handing it on. Say another 50 years, whatever, 100 years on, music still being sent around, still subject to copyright, still illegal. But by then the copyright will run out, because copyright lasts for 70 years after the death of the creator of that design, patent, or whatever it was to be copyright, if the creator is known in the death or whatever when it was created, or it lasts for 70 years when it was put out. I'm not really sure on how long it is. I know it's a bit changes. Yeah, it used to be 50 years, but it's not like changes. So yeah, it lasts for 70 years after the person dies who first registered the copyright. And if that's not known 70 years from the first time that copyright was actually produced. So yeah, that's basically what it covers everything. Like I said, everything we own, food, everything. So I've got patent on it, it's got design. It also stops, regarding the patent side of things, it means that, and regarding the copyright, it's all the same thing really. It stops it from my TV or on my laptop, my computer and everything. It stops, say Fred Vlogs design that TV. He designed that laptop, he done all this stuff in my room, and he's got paint for it. Now, Joe Anderson down the road decides, oh yeah, I want that. I want to pinch his patent. I want to pinch his idea. He then goes and builds exactly the same things, everything to exactly the same spec, identical. He then starts selling it. He will then get arrested because Fred Vlogs, or as I say, what is it? Fred Vlogs, he registered it as a patent and design and all copyrighted. So of course, Joe Anderson, who's trying to distribute a copy of it that he's made, will be arrested because he's breaking the law, because he's breaking copyright because it's already been patented. Now, if Joe decided to go and patent it, he can get blocked because it's already got a patent on it, and you can't register the same thing twice. That's why you see a lot of things. Some subjects, items, like, is a bit controversial about. For instance, it's going to sound really odd, but batteries. Everyone knows battery steel comes in different types, AA, AAA, C, D and all that. But every battery is the same. Same stuff they're made out of, alkaline, lead and all that. The only difference being, in this example, is the design on it. Which where part of the design comes into a patent, you have to have a different design. Now this could be Panasonic is red and green. For instance, they used to have an apple, whereas now they're red and white. They have to obviously re-register that design and that as a different patent because they've changed it from being the apple, the logo, and that. And of course now some companies have taken out and they've got people which are using the same logo as them. So of course Panasonic used to use the Apple logo next to their name, have dropped using it because the company Apple, who manufactures the iPhone and everything, they've become more distinguished in the last couple of years. So of course they're using their logo, and having a logo the same, something's come into controversy. So when you're on the internet, if you're paying for something that's already been purchased somewhere along the line when it first came out, say it's music's already been purchased, you're going and rebuying it off a website, or paying for a membership fee to a website to be able to download some music. Unless it's something like Netflix or one of these licensed companies which is advertising on TV or whatever, and they've got government, they abide by the laws and they've got legislation on there verifying that they're allowed to redistribute, or because they've got permission from the copyright owner, they're allowed to do so. But it's on these days, say 20 quid a year for 1,000 downloads, whatever, a month, they're profiting. So what you do is, if you want to get some on the internet, make sure you get any images that are not copyright. If it says copyright on an image, when you copy and paste, if you do take it, make sure you don't distribute it again. Even if you're giving it to a friend, pass it on, because that's illegal, it's copyrighted, because you're using it for your own use, and then you're distributing it. If you're using it for your own use, fair enough, okay. Images that aren't copyrighted, obviously, they probably still have a copyright somewhere along the line, even if it's not on the picture. Not every picture has copyright, but it normally says it when you go on Google or whatever. So of course, those ones, use for your own personal use, maybe Bluetooth one to your friends, as long as it's not charging for it, that's all it's got. That's basically what copyright's saying. If you want to profit out of something, you have to ask permission off the owner in the first place. So when like I say, if you want to get music or whatever, videos, if you're paying for a company, make sure that they're legal, they're company, they're saying they abide by the legislation, and if they've got permission from the owners and everything. And if they don't say that, go to one of these free ones, because they're not paying for it, and they're not paying for it. So that is basically what copyright and patents, design and patents, that's covers. Thank you, and lesson 4 will be the Electronic Communications Act 2000. Goodbye. Oh, bloody hell.